Norm of the North is the most horrible animated movie I've ever seen in theaters. It's so bad that it makes pixels look good. It's so bad I think I'm able to tolerate watching Strange Magic again. It's so bad that when I think about movies that Rob Schneider has been in, I don't think about Adam Sandler films anymore, I think of Norm of the North. It's so bad that I want to accelerate global warming so I can destroy the Arctic because that's where these characters come from. Well, that last one may be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's not far from the truth. It seems that every year for the past few years, a really shitty animated movie comes out in January. There was The Nut Job, then Strange Magic, and now this. The plot is about, well, actually, who gives a shit about the plot? You know it's going to be bad. It's the typical save the rec center plot, except for they're trying to save the Arctic because there's this company called Green Homes that wants to make it like a real estate area? Which doesn't make any sense at all, because who would want to live in such a cold climate? They even make it a point in the movie where the Polar Council or the Northern Council or whatever they're called say that people want to live in the Bahamas, not in the North Pole. But apparently if this guy, Mr. Green, gets an approval rating of like 85%, then he can start building there. But I'm getting ahead of myself, that comes in a bit later. Before we learn that Norm can talk to humans and he has to use that to try to save the Arctic, but first by agreeing to be part of Green's marketing campaign, because they need somebody who looks just like Norm, so they need a person in a bear suit, and they think he's in a bear suit. And I completely forgot to mention that there's actually this woman and her daughter, and there's a subplot with that, but who really cares? And they try to make it sentimental, but it really... I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something after that, really, but, you know, this movie is so bad, I don't know what to say. Luckily, I do write down notes, so I kind of remember what I was going to say. Yeah, that's right. The sentimental thing completely fails. Now, that's just the plot of the movie. The other things are much worse. For example, the animation. It's horrible. It's probably the most horrible CG animation I've seen released in a theatrical film. Or at least in a completely CG theatrical animated film. I've seen a lot worse on TV and direct-to-DVD stuff. But the animation just looks very inconsistent with its physics, and the way the people move are just, awful. It's just awful. There's also a couple of pop songs in the movie, but the pop songs feel so out of place because the animation is so horrible, and the pop songs are just, like, so much better by comparison. Like, there's that one song, like, Shut Up and Dance With Me. I'm not sure what the actual title of the song is. But that song is in the movie, and it's so out of place because the animation that goes with it just looks awful. Just awful. It's awful! There's also poop and pee and fart jokes, and there's one pee joke that goes on for way too long. I heard some kids laughing at it just a little bit, but then as it went on, they just went dead silent. They were like, why is this going on for so long? And there's a joke about twerking? Really? Why? There's also a few really out-of-place references, like they reference the band Fish for whatever reason. And I know there's more, but my memory is blocking it out. It was really hard to focus on this movie and try to remember things that happened. Because once I saw something that I said I have to mention that in the review, something equally as horrible would happen. This is equal to the shitty knockoffs of animated films that you see in Walmart. This is in the same category of films I've seen like Ribbit and Kiara the Brave. It's not quite as bad as those, but it's still horrible. Now, I feel like I might be reiterating some things that might have been said in Jim's review, which is a really excellent review. I watched it twice in a row last night because it was so good. His commentary on the movie is just excellent. And you know we're going to talk about it on the next podcast. So yeah, that's Norm of the North. It traumatized me. It's pretty bad, it's awful, it's just god-awful, and it felt like it would never end because it had a bunch of fade-outs, and I thought it was going to end, but then it didn't. And I was checking my phone throughout the entire movie to see, like, how long it has been. It was like, is the movie over yet? No, it's not. It's just like this never-ending nightmare. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Norm of the North. If you've seen it, why? And I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to give thanks to my patrons this month. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really helps out a lot. And if you'd like to support me, click the annotation for the Patreon link. And if you want more movie reviews, click the playlist. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.